Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal, shalom and good day. You are listening to Awaaz Community Radio. And today we'll be talking about the Spirit of Manchester Festival, the awards, the entire programme. Now, if you want to get in touch with us, just give us an email, awaazcommunityradio@gmail.com. You can call us 0161 839 9817. We're on Facebook, just type in Awaaz Community Radio or tweet us at Awaaz Radio 122. Thank you for listening to Awaaz Community Radio. Your host for today is moi, it's Syra, and my guests today are Aneeqa and Serena. Hi ladies, how are you?
Hi, I'm alright.
It's great to have Aneeqa back in the studio this year, and Serena is new, so welcome Serena.
Hi Sarah.
So you guys will be talking about the Spirit of Manchester programme. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
So our annual Spirit of Manchester programme is a week-long celebration in the beginning of October. It's where we celebrate the sector. We're now coming to our 5th year and it's grown every year. We've added a new component every year or two. So we've got the awards, we've got the fund, we've got the festival, we've got a Spirit Story, we've got a Spirit Business coming to it now. So the aim of the programme is to raise the profile of the sector amongst the general public and to encourage local giving and active citizenship.
Fantastic. And what does the programme include?
So the programme includes the Spirit of Manchester Awards, which are a celebration evening where we recognise examples of the great community spirit and all that's best of the voluntary sector. And then you've got the Spirit of Manchester Festival, which is a series of events across the city organised by local groups.
So we've got Spirit Manchester Fund. This is a scheme to provide small grants to local voluntary and community groups or registered charities. So the money we raise on the night of get given out as grants to small groups. So Spirit Story is a week-long campaign which will provide a snapshot of how our work in the VCS sector makes a difference to the people and communities across the city. So we interview organisations and we ask how their day's going, and we write it up in a news article. It's quite a short news article and it gives a snapshot of what that organisation does. It also promotes their organisation. We've also added a new component called Spirit of Manchester Business, a new initiative connecting local causes to local businesses.
So the Spirit of Manchester Awards is a series of awards celebrating and highlighting all the excellent work that's being carried out in Manchester's voluntary and community sector. Last year we had a great success and we want to make this year even bigger and even better.
Well, I'm proud to say that we were nominated for an award last year. We were finalists in the qualities category, so very chuffed about that. And we had such a lovely time last year as well. Thank you at the awards evening.
Right.
Now, can you tell our listeners a bit more about how the awards work?
So, for a start, none of the awards decisions are made by Macc. We host the party, but we don't actually decide what happens. During the spring, Macc puts out an open call for nominations in categories which are about the things we believe make the voluntary sector brilliant. So, volunteers, campaigning, partnerships, innovation. We invite a judge of panels to shortlist 3 finalists in each category, and our community reporters, programme volunteers, make a short film for each finalist. Matt gets to work on finding supporters to provide directly and indirectly things like venues, the food, awards, items for auction and raffle prizes. And then in the autumn we hold the awards event with all the nominees and some invited guests and a number of supporters who have bought tickets to come along. And then at the event, we announce each of the categories. We show each of the finalists' films and use electronic voting buttons for people to pick a winner, encouraging people to talk, cheer and celebrate the amazing stories that they're seeing. We try to get people to use social media and the press and their networks to share stories and tell people about the wonderful voluntary and community sector we have in Manchester. We do a little fundraising on the night to enable us to give out a few small grants to local organisations.
So where is this year's ceremony being held?
So this year's awards are kindly supported by the Sheridan Suite.
And how can someone attend the awards?
Tickets are now available to buy to attend our award ceremony on the 5th of October. It's 6 p.m. until late, approximately 10:30 p.m. at the Sheridan Suite. Tickets are £25 each or £200 for a table for 10 people. To buy tickets, please contact Michelle at macc.org.uk.
And how can someone support the awards?
Anyone wishing to support us can still do so by contacting the Macc office on 0161 834 9823.
Great, and let's talk about the Spirit of Manchester Festival. Serena, you have recently joined Macc as an intern. Can you tell us a bit more about what you do and about the festival?
Yes, so I'm this year's Spirit of Manchester Festival intern for Macc, and my role is to essentially encourage organisations to get involved. Once they've decided to hold an event, my job is to help them market and promote the event to the general public through the various channels that are available to us. The Spirit of Manchester Festival itself is an annual citywide celebration of the voluntary community and social enterprise sector in Manchester, and it's a fantastic opportunity to show people in our communities the huge wealth of activity going on in the VCSC sector across the city.
And when is this year's festival taking place?
We're encouraging as many groups as possible to put on an event to showcase their organisation between the 1st and the 10th of October 2017.
What would you say are the benefits of the festival?
As it can be difficult for every group in the VCSE sector to get the recognition that their work deserves, the Spirit of Manchester Festival encourages groups to all get involved at once, and we can therefore magnify the impact of the VCSE sector and create a citywide celebration of all the work that's done.
And can I ask, how can my organisation take part in the festival?
So to join in, all you need to do is put on an event. It can be big or small, it absolutely doesn't matter. This could be an event that you hold on a regular basis or a special event for the occasion. The idea is simply to open your doors for a little while, maybe in a lunch or a dinner time, and put something on which introduces your organisation and the great services and activities that you deliver.
That's interesting. So what sort of events could an organisation put on?
So in recent years, organisations have done things such as open days, drop-in advice sessions, coffee mornings, bake-off events, or we've even had bigger events with groups holding art exhibitions, sports days or classes or fun days. Perhaps you even want to go more creative. It's entirely up to you, but whatever you want to do, it should showcase the talent and creativity of your group and the people involved. The idea is that these should be small events on a pass-the-hat basis, asking people to donate to the charity or community group in return for the entertainment they've enjoyed. Please do go to our website though for more details and photos of previous events, as there's lots on there. Our website is www.manchestercommunitycentral.org, and follow the links to the Spirit of Manchester and festival pages.
And what is Macc's role in the festival?
So Macc facilitates the festival as a whole, updating our website, Facebook and Twitter accounts. Once we've got the programme together, we are hoping to put up a festival map and a calendar on our website. We provide participating groups with the Spirit of Manchester Festival logo and offer support with promoting your event online and through our communication channels. Again, for more information, please do go to www.manchestercommunitycentral.org or email me at Serena at macc.org.uk.
Now on to the Spirit of Manchester Fund. I believe Aneeqa can answer some questions about that.
So as part of our Spirit of Manchester programme, we've developed a scheme to provide small grants to local groups to help them to deliver projects, events or community activities which will improve the well-being of people who live, work or study in Manchester. We believe the wealth of talent, skills and energy in the local community can be unleashed with a small amount of funding, so every penny that's donated to the Spirit of Manchester Fund will support local projects that alleviate poverty, improve health, develop skills, education and employment. So you can make a one-off donation or start a regular donation, and you can make a real difference to people's lives in Manchester. We also want to encourage local people and businesses to get involved and support their local community organisations by pledging contributions to the Spirit of Manchester Fund. Even a small amount can make a huge difference.
And can anyone donate towards the programme?
Yeah, we have a Spirit of Manchester Fund in which you can donate through text giving. You can also donate via text message. All you need to do is text Macc, capital letters, 03 Then the amount that you want, so £3 or £5 or £10 to 700-70.
Now, about the Spirit Stories, this is something I remember from last year, and can you tell our listeners a bit more about that?
So Spirit Story, we launched last year. It's a week-long campaign taking place from the 18th to the 22nd of September that will document the extraordinary everyday work of the voluntary and community and social enterprise sector in Manchester. So over the week, we'll have possibly over 30 organisations will be involved, and we will interview them through a 10-minute phone call interview, see what's going on that day, see how many people they're helping, what activities have they got on, what events have they got on, make it into a small news article and post it on our website.
And what will participating groups do with Spirit Story?
So in Manchester, there are over 3,000 organisations providing a wide range of services across the city, and we'd like your involvement in showcasing the impact we have in our communities. All that we ask is that you tell us about an activity on the day during that week in September, which we will capture via a short 10-minute phone interview on the day. We'll then publicise, like I said before, through our website. We'll also publicise on social media using the hashtag Spirit Manchester Story, as well as producing a report at the end of September to provide an overall picture of the week. We'll also share any publicity you produce, including pictures, videos and social media posts. So the activities that will be included vary from youth groups to community gardening, sporting memories, radio stations. Absolutely any organisation can take part.
I love the idea. So how can we hear the stories?
So even if your organisation isn't involved, you can follow the stories in a number of ways on social media, through the Community Central Twitter, through the Policy and Influence Twitter, also through Facebook. So we'd appreciate if you could help tell us the story of the important role that sector plays by sharing Spirit Story with your network and contacts. So if you know an organisation who'd love to be involved, or your organisation would like to be involved, if you could just drop Helen an email at helen@macc.org.uk.
Now, I hear you've added a new component to the Spirit programme this year. Could you tell us a bit about it?
On the Tuesday, the 11th of July, we launched Spirit of Manchester Business. Macc, we saw an opportunity to increase relationships between the private and voluntary sectors in Manchester. So we came up with Spirit of Manchester Business. The idea is that Spirit of Manchester Business aims to bring businesses and local causes together for the good of Manchester, and it's all based around exchanging skills and knowledge you already have for the benefit of the community. So the idea is that a business or an organisation will come to us with an idea of what they need help in. So for example, if an organisation needed help with their accounts, so an accountancy company could potentially come in and do their accounts. Depending on what type of charity it is, they could go in and do like a wellbeing and staff talk. So it's just about a long-term relationship and swapping those knowledge rather than monetary donation or painting a wall for one day.
Thank you so much for that, Aneeqa and Serena, for coming in and talking about the Spirit of Manchester. And before you guys leave, I'd love for you guys just to say a few words about why you think the Spirit of Manchester, the festival, the programme, the awards, the business, the story, why do you think it's so important for this to happen this year after the tragedy of the arena attacks and so on? Do you have any words to say about that?
Obviously, after the tragic events that happened in May earlier this year, Macc has seen the importance of Spirit of Manchester even more now. We think we need to celebrate everything that goes on in the sector, and we saw the spirit of Manchester on the night of the tragedy. We saw everybody come together, taxi drivers, people opening their houses to people. So we were a bit conscious, do we use this phrase now? But actually we need to celebrate and keep that positive vibe.
We need to just keep bringing the community together in light of the tragic events. We just need to keep bringing the community together and celebrating what we do best.
Yeah, and Macc are always here to support you if you need absolutely anything. I mean, after the events, we did a helpline page where everything we saw in terms of help that was available in Manchester, we put on our webpage, and we're still here for anybody who needs that support.
Well, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to you both, not just for coming in and talking about what the Spirit of Manchester Festival is about, the awards and so on, but I'm so happy that it's still happening. Especially in light of what happened earlier this year, and really, and I agree with you. I think it's great for us to keep celebrating.
Yeah, definitely.
It's about not letting hate win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much again, Aneeqa and Serena, and all the very, very best with everything.
Thank you for having us.
You've been listening to Awaaz Community Radio, and your host has been Syra. Now, if you have any questions about the festival, the programme, or anything like that, do get in touch with us. Give us a call on 839 9817. We're on Facebook, just type in Awaaz Community Radio, or tweet us at Awaaz Radio 122.